Hello Motosumo team, we are live. Welcome back to this 20-minute live beginner session with me, Lottie Sorrell, from our studio here in London. We have pedal pusher and we have Safa joining me live on that leaderboard today. If you're joining on that team display or joining on demand and you have not yet joined a live session, I want you to take this as the sign you've been waiting for to come and join us live. It is the most fun way to ride out with us, and you are about to see why, team. Take a deep breath in. On that exhale, we're gonna start off by releasing all of that resistance from your bike, every last little bit. Now I want you to think of this session as your guided tour of the Motosumo app. We're gonna see all four of our resistances. We're gonna see some of my favorite training modes, and we're gonna have a great time while we do it. Add a little bit of resistance back on now. Bring it up until it feels like a smooth, flat road under your feet. We want just enough resistance that the knees don't feel loose. This right here is your resistance number one. Now before I kick off that playlist, one more thing for you to look at. Look down at the bottom of your app screen right here. You're gonna see a dial with a number in the middle and a color around the edge. That is your RPM, that is the current speed of your legs. And that is how we stay on that same page together today. Team, find that green zone. You're gonna find it between 70 and 89 on that RPM number. That playlist begins. It's time. As with all our sessions, we kick this off with a little bit of a warm up, a little bit of a moment to get used to that bike. Hold this green zone, hold this resistance one. And while we hold it here, we're gonna think about that form on the bike. I want you to push the heels down towards the floor. I want you to point those knees straight down that road in front of you. Don't let them cross over. Don't let them point out to the sides. Charlie, hello. We're gonna brace the core. We're gonna relax the shoulders, relax the hands, relax the elbows. From here, we should have enough speed, enough power to find our yellow zone. 90 and over. Let's get it. Charlie, how you feeling? Happy Thursday. Yes. Me too a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing we can't handle on a Thursday evening. Safa, let's see, one emoji. Whatever emoji best expresses your week. Yes, Safa. I feel that. This is constant for me. This emoji right here is my constant state, my natural state. Keep holding that form, team. For this last 30 seconds, we're gonna see if we can add 3 to that RPM number. Bring it up, just that little bit. Yes, team, beautiful. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Slow the legs back down. From here on out, we are gonna add more resistance. Technically, we're done with that warm up, but this whole next section is gonna be the hybrid as we move into our work. Add a little bit more resistance now. We're gonna find our resistance too. So I want you to add until it feels like we're cycling on sand. We're gonna aim for anything above 80 on that RPM. You might be in green, you might be in yellow, whichever one. We're holding for 45 seconds. Guess what, team? That volume is also going up for this next track. It's time. We're locked in. Remember, at any point in any of our resistances, you can adjust. If you feel like you need to add more to get that real sand feeling under the wheels, you go ahead and add. If you feel like you've gone too heavy and you need to take some away, you can do that too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the feet. Release it down for a second. We're gonna keep it in this resistance 2 realm for a second. We're gonna explore this realm a little bit more. Now everybody, we were sitting in that green zone just now in our resistance 2. For this next one, I want you all to find yellow zone. 90 and over. We're gonna push the heels down towards the floor. We're gonna engage the legs. We're gonna hold for 45 seconds in 3, in 2, in 1. Yes, Safa. Get that sound feeling. This is the beauty of our resistances here at Motosumo. We go based on feel. We don't tell you how many turns to put on your resistance. That means that your resistance can move with you as you progress. What feels like sand right now is gonna feel like a flat road in a month, 2 months, maybe less. 12 seconds, hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down, 15 seconds. Deep breaths. Before we move up this resistance anymore, I think we've got one more round of resistance 2 in us. One more round holding that yellow. Send through those flames if we're feeling it too. Brace that core. 45 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. We're gonna start this off calm. We're gonna re-solidify form the whole way through. Those heels push down. 30 seconds left to hold it. Yes, Safa. Yes, Charlie. Beautiful, Safa. "15 seconds. We feel this calm resistance to energy. 5 seconds. It's about to get a little bit less calm. But first we rest. You have 30 seconds to release off those legs. We've seen our resistance 1 team. We've seen our resistance 2. There is only one direction this Motosumo tour can go in. We're gonna find our resistance 3 next up. Now, we're used to that sandy feeling. What I want you to do for this resistance 3 is pedal over into some shallow water. Get to the point where it really feels like that water is holding back the wheels. For this, we want to be in that green zone, ideally in our 70s. Can we hold it, team? 30 seconds, green zone. Yes, Safa, keep adding. Beautiful. To anyone who is up in those 80s in that green zone right now, you have some scope to add on a little bit more resistance. Let's lean into that challenge today. Yes, Charlie. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds rest. We're gonna do that again. In fact, team, we're gonna do that 3 more times at that resistance 3. I wanna bake this resistance 3 into your minds, into your legs. This next one, once we've done it, we are gonna get 30 seconds rest, a full recovery. But first, green zone, let's push. Yes, Safa, yes, Charlie, beautiful stuff, team. 10 seconds. 30 seconds rest coming up. 3, 2, 1. Release the legs. Focus on those deep breaths. of our work here at Motosumo is about making the most of these rest times. Sometimes they are super short and sweet. We gotta know how to deepen that breath, how to relax those shoulders. We are gonna hit this resistance 3 2 more times before we bid farewell to it. 30 seconds for this next one. Same thing, green zone. You know what you're up to now. You know how it should feel. Yes, Safa, nice. Keep driving through those feet, beautiful. Yes, Charlie, you know what I'm gonna say. You're in those 80s. Yes, Charlie. You knew it was coming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Ada, welcome. We have one more round, team, here in our resistance number 3. Our penultimate in terms of how heavy we can go on this bike. You have absolutely smashed it so far. You've been pushing those boundaries. You've been challenging yourselves. We're just gonna do it one more time. 30 seconds, green zone. Let's go in 3, in 2, in 1. I know it feels hard, team, but we can do it. We can absolutely push through this resistance 3. Just 15 seconds left to go. Yes, Ada, how are you feeling today? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest down, release. You absolute champions. I hope everyone is feeling powerful at this point because we are entering our final 5.5 minutes of today's session. That means only one thing. And if you're new around here, this is my favorite part. Those purple lights go on. Now these purple lights symbolize that last little push for today's session. So I want you to look back at them as always. Think about all of that effort that you put in so far. Think about how little you have yet to go. We still have one more resistance yet to explore, our top resistance, but before we hit it, I'm gonna get you to bring it right back down to resistance 1. So mysterious. We're gonna find that smooth, flat road. We're gonna find that yellow zone. We are about to find my favorite training style. It is a race. It's gonna be short, sharp, and sweet. It is only gonna be 30 seconds long. This can be as competitive as you want, team, or it can be just you out on your bike on that open road. Are we ready? Let's see an emoji before we go. Yes, that trophy emoji. We're lining up in 3, in 2, in 1. If you are the type of person that thrives on competitive energy, I want you to push it here. Just 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yes, team. Release. Look at these speeds from everybody. Beautiful work. Take a moment to breathe. I'm gonna now set a timer for 30 seconds. Within this 30 seconds, we're gonna add on resistance. And we're gonna keep on adding until we reach the very top of our resistances here at Motosumo. The heaviest hill that you can hold momentum on. We are aiming for that blue zone, between 50 and 70 on that RPM. We're gonna have 3 rounds, 30 seconds each. We're then gonna get 30 seconds rest. Team, blue zone. Push into those feet. Your 30 begins. on adding. Yes, Safa. Yes, Charlie. Yes to all my team display crew joining. To all my on-demands out there. 30 seconds rest. In 3, 2, 1. Release it down. If you are brand new to my sessions team, you won't have heard this before. To those of you who join regularly, you're gonna hear it again, I'm sorry. These rest times are an indicator to you about whether or not you could push it harder or not. If we have a full 30 seconds and you don't feel like you need that full 30 seconds, I want you to add on some resistance. We have 2 more rounds. 30, let's go. Look at that, the music helping us out. Yes, Safa. Yes, Charlie. Yes, Ada. 10 seconds, push. 30 seconds rest. In 3, in 2, in 1. Now here, we are lining up on that last little push. There is just 30 seconds of work standing between you and your victory lap, your cool down, the rest of your evening. We're keeping this resistance for, but I want you to add a tiny little bit. We're gonna push this blue zone. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Final bit. Yes, Ada. Yes, Charlie. Yes, Safa. My awesome live leaderboard. The struggle is real, but we can handle it. We have 8 seconds. Line up those trophy emojis. Line up those flames. In 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Rest. Drop that resistance off bit by bit. Start to find your resistance 1. Shake out those shoulders a little bit. It is my favorite moment. I say that for everything I know, but I love them all. It is our victory lap. It's 30 seconds. It is whatever speed you want. Keep on moving those legs down in that resistance 1. And just take a moment to think about what you just achieved. As we always say, team, if you can do that with 20 minutes, think about what you can do with the rest of your day, the rest of your week, your month, your year, whatever it is. These are the little pushes that add all up to make something wonderful. I hope you are feeling absolutely incredible. We're gonna keep those legs moving a tiny little bit. And all we're gonna do now is reach those arms up overhead. Extend them all the way, elongate your spine. We're gonna bend to the left. We're gonna bend to the right. We're gonna bring the arms down and shake off into the hands, into the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders. Bring the hands to the handlebars now. One final stretch. We're gonna pick the glutes up out of the seat. Push the heels to the floor. If this is enough of a stretch for you, you hold it here. If you want a little bit more, bring your chest down to the handlebars. Charlie, Safa, Ada. One emoji, tell me how you feel. Are we good? Yes, team. You should feel so proud of yourselves. Bring that opposite foot in front. This is pretty much where I leave you, team, but not before I say a huge thank you for coming out to join me today. It has been so much fun. It's riding out live with you all that makes my job so wonderful. I get to see you all pushing it every single time we ride out together. Remember, team, you can join us live all throughout the week. I will see you back here next Tuesday. It's ciao for now. Bye, team.